The Lakers finally speak out about Luka Doncic's on-court drama. From superstar praise to technical fouls, things are getting out of control.
Again, he's complaining he's got to get back on defense. It's 5-on-4.
The Los Angeles Lakers broadcast team sounded frustrated on air. You could hear it in their voices. Then Jeannie Buss said something publicly about Luka Dončić that no NBA owner had ever said about a superstar they had just traded for. She didn't avoid the questions. She explained how he reacted when he first heard about the trade and what she has noticed from him since he started wearing the purple and gold. But there's a bigger question people aren't saying out loud. Could his behavior on the court force her to make another huge decision? Let's go back to the move that shocked the league. On February 2nd, 2025, the Los Angeles Lakers traded Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a 2029 first-round pick to the Dallas Mavericks for Luka Dončić. Nobody expected it. Dallas was 26-23 and sitting 8th in the Western Conference. They weren't collapsing or tanking. They were still fighting for a playoff spot. And then suddenly, their franchise star was gone. Mavericks GM Nico Harrison later said he only spoke with the Lakers about the deal. He didn't shop Dončić around the league. He also confirmed that Dončić never asked for a trade and never showed any hesitation about signing an extension. Think about that for a moment. Your superstar didn't demand a trade. He didn't cause drama. And yet, the Lakers pulled the trigger anyway. Nico Harrison even told reporters, "We understand the magnitude of what just happened," and joked he wouldn't last long as GM if it failed. That wasn't really a joke, it was pressure speaking. Now it gets like a high-stakes poker game. Jeannie Buss admitted she kept the deal so quiet that even head coach J.J. Redick and key players like LeBron James didn't know until it was done. Think about that. LeBron, someone everyone says has influence on every roster move, only found out after the ink was dry. Redick, the head coach, was also in the dark. This wasn't collaboration, it was control. Buss said she learned from her father, Jerry Buss, to wait for the perfect moment and then go all in. She claimed the Lakers weren't actively trying to trade Anthony Davis or Max Christie, but when a talent like Luka Dončić becomes available, you act immediately. She also made a subtle jab at Davis that many missed, hinting at durability, commitment, and who the franchise truly believes in. Buss admitted Davis had been frustrated with how he was used on the court and suggested this trade might have been a relief for everyone. She even praised how secretive both sides were, saying, "I'm really proud it didn't leak out." That shows just how carefully this trade was handled behind the scenes. The deal goes through, the basketball world explodes, and suddenly Luka Dončić is in purple and gold. Everyone assumes he must be thrilled, right? Hollywood lights, championship banners, legends everywhere. He just got traded to the Los Angeles Lakers, the team of Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kobe Bryant. Most players would walk in acting like they own the building. But that's not what happened. In August 2025, Jeannie Buss told Slovenian radio something that shocked fans. She said, "Nobody knew the trade was coming. I knew, but he didn't. I've never had a player come to the Lakers and be as sad as he was. He had to process what happened." Notice the word she used. Sad. Not annoyed, not shocked. Sad. Like someone trying to understand why their whole world just flipped upside down. Think about who Dončić was in Dallas. From day one with the Dallas Mavericks, he was the franchise, the centerpiece. Everything revolved around him. He had loyalty, patience, belief. Even if they fell short, he was still their guy. Fans would have stuck with him for 15 years if needed, just like they did with Dirk Nowitzki, who stayed 14 seasons before finally winning in 2011. That kind of unconditional support builds confidence. It builds identity.
Luka's the man in Dallas for all of these years. He could do no wrong. In Dallas, no matter what, you are the guy. We love you no matter what. If Luka spends the rest of his career in LA and they don't win, he's not going to be a beloved Laker.
But the championships are built on banners, and Jeannie Buss made that clear in a February 2026 interview. She said, "Laker fans have a lot to look forward to. We're about winning and adding more trophies. This isn't a development project, it's pressure." She called Luka Dončić an illusionist for his passing and creativity and called him a must-see attraction. She made it clear, he's the new face of the franchise. That's praise, but it's also a mountain of expectations. Over the summer of 2025, Bus noticed he seemed more settled playing for Slovenia at Eurobasket. The Lakers even sent a coach to support the national team, showing how much they wanted him to feel grounded. She highlighted his admiration for Kobe Bryant, someone he met as a teenager, and pointed to gestures like donating to restore a vandalized Kobe mural in May 2025. These weren't random. He was trying to connect with the history and belong. From Bus's perspective, the message has been confidence. She denied LeBron James had any issues with the trade, pointed to Doncic's All-Star fan vote numbers in global polls, and painted a picture of a franchise fully committed to him. While ownership talks about trophies and bright futures, there's another conversation happening inside living rooms, on podcasts, and in arenas. What Luka Dončić has been doing on the court since joining the Los Angeles Lakers has been driving people crazy. And it's not his scoring or his highlight passes. It's something that's followed him from Dallas like a shadow. Constant arguing with referees, non-stop reactions, and negative body language. This isn't new. It started his rookie year and has gotten louder every season. Now in Los Angeles, under the brightest lights, it's front and center, and people notice every time it happens. The numbers tell the story. By June 2024, Doncic had 78 regular season technical fouls and 9 in the playoffs, many from arguing with referees. That's not random, it's a pattern. In the 2025-26 season with the Lakers, he's already at 13 technicals with months still to go, on pace for a career high and ranking near the top of the league. Stats like that don't go unnoticed. Let's go back to where it started. February 12, 2020, his second NBA season, Dallas Mavericks versus the Sacramento Kings. Doncic drives, feels contact, no whistle. He turns to referee Mark Hyatt and gets a technical. That moment was the spark of a habit that would follow him for years. What made it messy was Luke Walton, the Kings' head coach, standing nearby and sarcastically telling Doncic, "Give the ref his autograph." The comment implied the officials were favoring the young star. Walton got a technical too, and social media blew up. Some fans said Doncic was already getting superstar treatment. Others said he was just competing hard. He finished the game with 33 points, 12 rebounds, and 8 assists in a win. But the seed was planted. Then came August 30th, 2020, inside the NBA bubble in Game 6 against the Los Angeles Clippers. Emotions were high. Marcus Morris Sr. had already been ejected, and Coach Rick Carlisle got tossed too. 6 technicals in one game. In the third quarter, after a disputed call by referee Mark Davis, Doncic threw the ball toward the official and got another technical. The NBA fined him $15,000. The Mavericks lost 111-97, ending their season. Doncic had 38 points, 9 rebounds, and 9 assists. But the headlines weren't about stats. They were about his reactions that in May 2021, again against the Sacramento Kings. It turned into another spectacle. He picked up 2 technicals in seconds. After an offensive foul call, he yelled, "Hell no," and shook his fist at referee Rodney Mott. Technical. Moments later, Doncic launched the ball down the court in frustration. Second technical. Ejected. That brought his season total to 15 technicals, just one short of an automatic suspension. Coach Rick Carlisle even picked up a technical in the same sequence. Dallas lost 111-99. The league reviewed both calls and upheld them. The referee told reporters the first technical was for a disrespectful response and the second for throwing the ball in an obvious way. Fans weren't just worried about that game. They were worried whether their franchise star could control himself enough to stay on the court.
Underneath, they're going to put him in. And 1. And the foul.
Well, by the way, when he caught the pass, he was a good 8 feet behind the three-point line, but wide open.
Then came March 22nd, 2023, at * Chase Center Golden State Warriors. After another no call on a drive, Doncic did something that shocked even longtime critics. He made a money sign gesture toward referee Kevin Scott, rubbing his fingers together to imply bias. That earned him a technical and a $35,000 fine, the largest of his career at that point. Dallas lost 127-125. He scored 30 again, but the focus shifted from his performance to his behavior. This pattern kept repeating. Big games, big performances, but big emotions too, with moments where attention drifted from the opponent to the officials. In Dallas, it was frustrating but tolerated. In Los Angeles, under banners and bright lights, every technical feels heavier. Every gesture is replayed, and the question becomes, when does passion become a liability? By the 2024 finals, even his biggest supporters admitted one thing: Doncic could not leave the referees alone. On June 12, 2024, Game 3 against the Boston Celtics, the Dallas Mavericks were already down 0-2. Doncic fouled out with 4:12 left in the fourth quarter, 6 fouls total, 4 in the final period. Many were defensive mistakes, not disciplined plays. After the game, he said, "We couldn't play physical." 6 fouls in the NBA Finals.